From our favorite cackling hyena, it's true. Kamala Harris just said on her Twitter she will be running again. Wow.
That's pure comedy.
Is that her actual Kamala HQ? That's not her personal account. That's like
the campaign account.
That's the campaign account.
She's running. Well,
this was the
announcement.
Oh.
What is that noise?
Oh, it's a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
Last time that she ran, not when she ran against Donald Trump, when she was inserted after Joe Biden had to drop out, but when she ran, she dropped out before California because she was going to win 0 delegates.
Yeah.
And if you win 0 delegates, in your home state, your political career is over. She has no chance.
And there's
absolutely no chance.
So
there's
why
more
is she running
context to
again?
that. They moved California up in the primary cycle to Super Tuesday to give her a bigger advantage, and she was gone before Iowa. So they actually were trying to rig it in favor of her. It ended up helping Bernie Sanders, of all people, because that's the one state he won on Super Tuesday that mattered and kept him in the race a little longer, and she still blew it.
Yeah. I think this is great. I can't wait. There's going to be so much good content coming out of this. You know, her laugh. We're going to get more takes. Will the Democrats do what they did last time, though, and install her?
No, because they don't have the presidency. They're not going to do that.
Fair.
They're going to have a primary, and she's going to get absolutely BTFO'd. Because, I mean, look, it's incredibly likely that it's going to be Gavin Newsom. I know it's still early, but Gavin Newsom is the one that really is kind of in the pole position now. I don't know who else is going to jump in. It's too early to say that someone's going to win. But Kamala Harris has lost twice now. I don't see her being able to convince even Democrats that she's the heir apparent.
She must have an agenda, something she wants to say to the world, and she wants to take 6 weeks to do it. So she's going to raise a bunch of money, blow people's money, get her agenda spoken, and then defer to Gavin Newsom and become maybe his VP or endorse AOC and Gavin Newsom.
Imagine being VP twice. How embarrassing.
Oh, man.
I think she's going to endorse the auto pen. I think it's going to be. She's going to throw her full support behind our previous president.
Well, what's going to be interesting is whether or not she does Joe Rogan. So, like, Joe's told the story on this, and, her team was like, oh, Joe canceled, or he didn't want me on or whatever. That wasn't the story. Like, Joe actually told the actual story where, they had a date worked out. They had, the booking set and everything. And they're the ones that backed out on Joe. And I forgot, I don't know if they actually had the date, but like he was trying his butt off to get her on the show and her team was refusing. I think she's going to have, it'll be interesting to see if he allows her to go back on.
Well, if she doesn't spend if she hasn't spent the past year doing everything she can to get ready, and spend the next 3 years doing media, doing practice media, doing media training stuff. Like, if she hasn't done that, she has no chance. If AOC runs, which I don't know, I mean, look, Congress people generally don't run. They don't really have a chance, but AOC kind of has her finger on the pulse of the Democrat Party. If AOC runs, AOC will smoke her because she's far more politically talented.
Good on social.
Yeah, she has no chance.
Better at making drinks.
No chance.
It depends, because we don't know how Ocasio-Cortez is going to do with black voters, and the way the Democratic primary is structured, which is why I was able to predict Biden winning the primary a year before it happened and turning around in South Carolina, is that you have Iowa, New Hampshire, then you have Nevada, and then it's all majority black states. So if you can't win older black voters, you can't get through it. And a lot of times they vote for the establishment candidate with name recognition. So, like, she might have a better chance than you're giving her credit for in the primary, or at least earlier on.
Who do you think Clyburn would prefer? Because Clyburn's the key.
He's the one who pushed Biden to put her on the ticket in the first place. So.
Do you think Clyburn would go with AOC or Kamala Harris?
Not AOC. But he's the one who pushed to get Kamala on Biden's ticket in the first place. So.
But do you think he'd choose
Kamala
Harris over AOC?
For sure.
Yeah? Really?
Because, what does AOC do for him?
Yeah, well, and I think Newsom definitely will be the candidate, and not because of the hair, but because he actually, unlike AOC, has gone on the other side. He had Charlie on. He talks to conservatives. He's been doing the outreach on the other side. AOC doesn't. AOC doesn't go on, Rogan's podcast, or even, Lex Friedman, even safe, not liberal podcasts. You won't do it. So I think that's going to hurt her.
I genuinely think, though, if you're a Democrat and you're looking at your candidates, you should never just go get Kamala Harris's book, 107 Days, and realize that this is somebody you should never vote for president, because the whole thing is excuses. And it's like, if only I had more time.
Yeah.
If only I would have loved to talk about this policy idea, but
Wow.
only I had more time.
What a cope.
It's like, first of all, her biggest boost was in the beginning, so she needed less time. They needed to announce her and run the propaganda campaign like 2 days before the election and hope that worked. But like,
Wow.
she's been in politics forever. She was the vice president for years. Biden was super old, and like, you know, like, we wish him well and all that. He could have passed away at any point in time. And she's like, I had no time to think of a policy agenda. She was doing nothing her whole time as VP. So she's like, oh, I had no time to do anything. She has no plan. All she wants is her own power. Like, that's it. And also, crucial question, Kamala or Hillary?
Whoa.
What do you mean, Kamala or Hillary?
You know.
Well, honestly, Hillary,
I
for the
can't even-
straights at the
That's
table.
I have to say Kamala, just because Hillary is there's so
Are
Are you talking about
much more
president or
evil.
something else?
You got to put them in in their prime.
He's talking about something else.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking
hottest?
about.
Hillary Clinton's
Just gave
way
me
I would
hotter.
say
nightmares forever.
Kamala.
Really?
Yes, that's easy. If you had to,
Serge,
Hillary's
set
so
up the
smart.
poll for the
Oh,
audience.
my
See, I get messed. I'm what do they
God.
call it? Sapiosexual. I like
Oh.
the well, it's,
gonna
you know,
have
I said the word sexual, but
nightmares.
other than that, it just means I get turned on by like a smart mind. You know, like the mind gets me. So Hillary, you know, Kamala's
you're
like,
not worried. Like if you performed poorly, Hillary would, have you thrown in a bag and
I
dumped in
don't
the
ever
ocean.
worry
He
about
wants Hillary to throw him in a bag.
Yeah, he's
Right,
into
you're
that.
into that.
I can't wait for like the part 2 of Mindy Kaling and Kamala doing Indian cooking or whatever the hell they were doing. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
No, I think that the Democrats. Well, I don't actually know. I don't know. I want to say if the Democrats were smart, they would go with someone like Gavin Newsom. They've lost, every time they've run a woman or an identity candidate, they've lost. Right? They ran Joe Biden, white guy. If they went with Gavin Newsom, they probably have the best chance.
I agree.
Yeah.
And he's like I said, he's the one that's real. He started his own podcast. Like, I can't stand the guy, but he gets it more than the other candidates.
And his policies would be just as far left as Kamala Harris. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not like some kind of centrist guy. He may run as a centrist guy. He went on Sean Ryan's podcast and said, "Oh, I'm a gun owner." BS.
Yeah.
But like he could run as a centrist, and then all the policies, just like Biden. Like I'm the middle of the road kind of normal Democrat guy. Then he gets in, and next thing you know, there's dudes whipping fake boobs out on the White House lawn.
I think that it's going to be Kamala, AOC, and Gavin on stage at some point debating. Kamala will probably inevitably drop out, and then AOC and Gavin will go at it, and then people will love seeing their camaraderie, and then AOC will bow out and become his VP.
But AOC hasn't said she's running yet, right?
But I mean, who else? Who else has any charisma in that party?
Oh,
The
Pritzker
only
could
way
say he's going to
AOC
run. There's people out there. That
The only way-
JD Pritzker.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna run. But the only way AOC wouldn't run is if she runs for that Senate seat. Like,
And I
It's
see,
probably
I
smarter
see
to
her
do that, too.
wanting to follow in Pelosi's footsteps and basically be the next
Run the
Nancy.
House.
but remember,
Yeah.
Wes Moore
run
from Maryland is gonna run. Like, that's Obama's like chosen person that probably will get that Clyburn endorsement. Like, there's a bunch of candidates that they have. I mean, Nick Shirley did knock out Tim Walz, who was
I was
clearly
gonna say,
gonna run again.
I hope she picks him
Ooh,
again, but
that
yeah,
was-
probably can't. He
that
might
was
be in
TV,
jail.
Waltz
brutal
knocks
KO.
himself out if he was overseeing that
Yeah.
garbage.
And he is retarded. Sorry, like when he was on the campaign, like they got all so upset when Trump said he was retarded. Like
He really is. It's so scary. He,
He
was a
really-
sneeze away from being VP.
he was like, dude, like he literally had like retarded gestures, like on stage
his
and
frown,
stuff. Like he couldn't.
his face is like,
Yeah,
It's like a
You know
cartoon.
when he smiles, it's like-
yeah.
yeah, it was horrible. I saw him actually live in Milwaukee. He was like just the biggest idiot on stage, and she tried to be presidential and stuff, and he's like,
They just
like
picked him because he's a white dude, and that was all they.
Well,
thought
and
they put
and
on
because
him.
he wasn't
Jo-
Jewish.
Josh Shapiro
Yeah.
tanked the interview, so like there was
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And like it's funny because you read there's a campaign book, I forgot what it was, Fire or something like that, and they're like, Josh Shapiro did not want to be her VP, and he basically told her that he was not a guy who plays second fiddle. Then you read Kamala Harris's book, and she can't ever take a loss. So it's like,
Wow.
oh, I felt like my driver didn't like Josh Shapiro. And this is literally in the book.
Your driver,
Yeah, like
who's brown.
no, her Swedish driver is a really
Oh.
good assessment of character, and she's like, I didn't like that he didn't want to like listen to me or some such thing. So she didn't take him. She didn't take the astronaut from Arizona because he didn't endorse the PRO Act early enough. So
Is
like,
that Mark Kelly?
yeah, so it was a terrible choice on her part.
We'll never get Kamala, but maybe we get Montel Williams on here. That'd be great.
So
get
true.
the
Yes.
Inside baseball.
Yes.
The menage a trois.
Spilling all the tea. And guys, definitely don't try to hack the password to Kamala HQ. Should we pull up that image? Is that funny?
Yes.
Do not try to hack it.
It should say "Don't
You just put it on
come."
for a second.
Don't come.
I did. It was up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
"Don't come" would have been a better joke.
I can't believe
yeah.
I can't
Don't
believe
come.
in one of the closest elections of all time, Hillary Clinton is currently winning in the poll. Like, you guys know Kamala cooks. She talks about food all the time.
Yeah, I know. She cooks Indian food with Mindy Kaling.
Half of her book is like, I was cooking up pancakes. I was making Dougie's favorite thing. By the way, get the audiobook. Kamala Harris reads it herself.
Oh, God.
It is excruciating.
I think
Oh,
Indians have lost so much favor that she's gonna really have to lean in on the black side this time.
Well,
Like,
that's what
it's
she did
gonna-
last
Yeah, she's
time.
gonna
Yeah.
switch.
Kind of did. She code switch. She was going back and
she
forth.
was. Well, I mean, she was doing. She did a Sofia Vergara like accent at one point. She's like,
That's
"I
right.
love you,
That's right.
my Latinos." So she was doing whatever,
And
but
she was
like,
doing
you know,
everything except for Joe Rogan's podcast. She did everything.
no, I meant
but-
like every
I
accent.
know. I
Yeah,
know,
that
I
really
know.
hurt her. I mean, she was screwed anyway, but
I like when she finally did the interview with Tim Walz and they put her at a little baby desk, like made her look as
They
weak as
did.
possible in the
That's right.
restaurant. Like real great stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited that she's running again because we're gonna get a ton of comedy out of it.
I love it.
We
I
don't know if she's running. She might announce a nonprofit. Like,
Yeah, come on.
come on.
maybe she might announce a competing lingerie line.
I mean, that is a fair point. Is it a little early to announce you're running?
Why?
I mean, it's,
Unless she's announcing a run for the governor of
Fair.
California, which
Yeah.
you know, there was rumors that she was thinking about doing that.
yeah, because we still got.
I saw someone say
Years.
that it looks like that a Republican might actually be, or two Republicans might be on the ballot for California governor.
Wow.
That's if they all
that'd be
split. They're going to
wild.
drop out because of the way their jungle primary works. So.
Yeah, but it's like the Republicans, like in New York. Like, what was that guy's name that ran? He was not a Republican.
Lee Zeldin?
No, the guy that got like none of the guy with the beret.
Oh, Curtis
Curtis
Lewa.
Lewa.
Yeah,
He's
Lewa.
the
Oh,
best.
my-
He should have
he was-
won. He just
no.
doesn't have enough money.
He's not a real Republican. I mean, he was up there
Well,
talking all the woke
He
talking
could
points.
fix
No, no.
New York. He's
That's the fault of the Republican Party. They let him run unopposed in the primary because they thought Cuomo had it on lock, so they didn't even try to run a real candidate.
Yeah, but he
So-
wasn't a real Republican.
he was like
He
a
wasn't-
he's a
sacrificial
goof.
lamb.
yeah.
You know who
Didn't
they
he hate
should vote
Trump?
for? Is,
No, I like him and everything, but he's a goof. Like
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
They should absolutely have Larry Sharp as the next governor. He would fix it all.
They should have voted for the Legend of Zeldin.
Ah.
They should have.
I'm still excited to see how it pans out with Mamdani.
Yeah.
I think like the reverse. I think he sounded very communist at the top, but like he's not going to be able to do as much as he promised when he
No,
was running.
but he's gonna. I mean, we were talking today. 17 people now have
Yeah.
passed away just because of that
Up
one
to
storm.
17 homeless have died
You know?
in the last 2 weeks.
because of his
and
terrible
that's,
policies.
That's on his watch.
And there was a guy that was shot by the police because he was charging them with a knife, and he's up there being like, "Oh, we feel terrible for the family," and blah blah blah. He's throwing the law enforcement under the bus in New York. It's gonna get bad.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.